The Filipino dream consists of three things: your own bank account, a nice house, and your very own brand new car. For the past few years, the Mitsubishi Mirage G4 has proved to be one of the easiest ways for you to realize one of those dreams. Now, Mitsubishi Philippines has refreshed the G4, and we're going to take a look and take it for a spin and see how it goes. What's going on, guys? Roy Robles here from Zigwheels.Ph, and today we're going to take a look at the 2021 Mitsubishi Mirage G4 GLS, now with the dynamic shield. The most obvious change in the Mitsubishi Mirage G4 has got to be this front end. It now implements Mitsubishi's dynamic shield design that is similar to that of the Montero Sport, Expander, and Expander Cross, so it gives it a more aggressive look. I most especially like this cheeks on the side here that has these fog lamps. You won't find any DRLs, LEDs on this. It's a good old-fashioned basic car. But with the dynamic shield, it has these nice chrome strips in the grille here that has these hidden honeycomb design inside it, giving it a more sporty look. And this, if you notice this front chin, it has this all around wrapped around the car. It's a dealer option, but it gives you a nice idea of what you can do with the Mitsubishi Mirage G4. What do you think? Leave us a comment in the comment section down below if you think that the dynamic shield design is a great look for the Mirage G4. If you're expecting as many changes to the side profile of the G4, I think you'd be kind of disappointed, but hey, at least it has this nice clean look to it with this nice character line that runs through the belt line. You also have your optional side skirts, but now one of the biggest changes has got to be those 15-inch mags. Now, it's more of a contentious and polarizing design that I think. I think it looks great, but some people, especially with that brushed aluminum look, feel like that the previous year's model actually looks better with its gunmetal look. But I think it gives it a more aggressive stance, and that's ultimately a win, especially with those 185/55 R15 tires. It's an overall great look. You also have these turn signals on the side mirrors, these 90s looking door handles, but at least you have keyless entry, so at least you have that going for you. And of course, these blacked out B-pillars. Blacked out B-pillars always look great on a sedan, and the Mirage G4 definitely has it. Overall, it's a great look on the G4. What do you guys think? Let's head on over to the back and see what else is new. If you guys love that front end, actually my favorite part of the design has got to be the rear of the Mirage G4. I mean, take a look at it. Who knew that reflectorized inserts can do a whole lot for the overall look? Now, we literally spent a few minutes trying to figure out those rear tail lamps. We even compared it with the previous year's model and see if there are any changes, because they look exactly the same, but something's throwing us off. It's got to be those reflectorized inserts again, but you know, probably it's our optical illusion or our need to make it look different, but good one, Mitsubishi. You really had us there. You also have those wrap-around rear side skirts here that is integrated into this nice diffuser-looking panel right below. I think it's Mitsubishi's homage to their rally roots. I don't know. What do you guys think? It also has this nice chrome strip at the back. I'm not a huge fan of chrome, but as long as they do it nicely and tastefully, I'm all for it. Now, not a lot of people will be seeing this rear end because you won't be passing a lot of cars on the highway, but at least you can appreciate that this overall nice look gives it a more integrated design with the new G4. You still have your keyless opening for your rear hatch here for all your stuff. And then you have that nice third brake lamp. And yeah, the Mirage G4's rear end is my favorite part of the changes. But of course, what do you guys think? Do you think that this rear end will give it a more natural, a more sporty look for the G4? Leave us a comment in the comment section down below. Right, so driving around in the 2021 Mitsubishi Mirage G4, well, apart from the exterior changes, major exterior changes, not much has, changed in the interior or under the hood. It still has the same 1.2-liter 3-cylinder engine that makes 76 horsepower and 100 Nm of torque. Now, the only difference with this car and other subcompact sedans or even hatchbacks out there is that when paired with the CVT transmission, Mitsubishi has found a way to make the drive more, let's say, more tolerable than otherwise other cars. Because you drive 3-cylinder engines, actually it has that undeniable rattle in the engine. That's pretty much like a diesel. So a way to mitigate that is that they usually put counterbalances in it, counterbalance in the engine in order to make it less rattly. But thanks to the CVT transmission, power delivery is definitely straightforward. Everything's smooth. You wouldn't think that you're driving around in a 3-cylinder in this car. I mean, I drove the manual transmission version of the Mirage and the Mirage G4 respectively, and let's just say they definitely felt like 3-cylinders. They felt like something was off with them. But with the CVT, it's smooth. Driving around smooth. Power is there. Even though it's just 76 horsepower and 100 newton-meters of torque, you won't be lacking for speed. Unlike other smaller cars that have usual torque converter automatics. The CVT is definitely the star of the show in this one. Another thing about that CVT transmission, would you believe me if I told you that the CVT transmission for the Mirage and the Mirage G4 is actually more fuel efficient than the manual transmission? That CVT is that good. I mean, I've said this before, and for car journalists, CVT is usually a 4-letter word, but somehow Mitsubishi's made it work with this one. It's not out there to be the most performance-driven car. It's not even there to be the most economical, but somehow it is. It's there to be more, to make the Mitsubishi Mirage G4 a much smoother drive, a much easier drive to take in. So anyway, in the city, it's around 11 to 10 kilometers per liter. And once you hit the highway, well, I've heard some reports that they were able to get around 20 to 21 kilometers per liter on the highway in a CVT. And that beat the manual transmission. That's something else. So let's talk about the suspension while I do this quick turn right here. Yeah. So the suspension, you've got McPherson struts up front and a Torsia rear beam suspension. When it comes to small cars, especially small wheelbase cars, having independent suspension in the rear doesn't really matter, because even if you do have that, you're still gonna feel the effects of the road because of the small wheelbase. But somehow Mitsubishi was able to tune it right. Even with 15-inch mags, the ride is smooth, the ride is soft and supple. Even my rear passengers can really appreciate how smooth this thing drives. Again, it boils down to the CVT and how good it tunes the car. So that's it for the drive. Interior amenities, well, you won't be expecting much in the Mirage G4, basically, because again, this is a basic car and everything is as basic as it gets. Well, at least you got leather-wrapped steering wheel on the top-of-the-line GLS variant, but as far as soft-touch materials go, that's basically it. Apart from the leather-wrapped steering wheel, you got hard plastics everywhere, and let's just say that I'm not a fan of piano black, but it's got piano black all over the center console here, and already in just a few kilometers, already it's got scratches, and I just looked at it funny the other time, and then there was a scratch. There's fingerprints right there. I'm not a fan of that, but something that helped mitigate that fact is this all-new 7-inch touchscreen. The 7-inch touchscreen now has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's automatic. All you gotta do is stick your USB in there and then plug your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay capable smartphone, and it will automatically detect it for you, and you're good to go. You're off to the races. The system is fairly intuitive. All you gotta do is just swipe down. I mean, for an entry-level car, I like that. There are some cars that are more expensive than this and have fancier screens, but you will feel the lag in it. But this one here, it's easy. All you gotta do is swipe along. It's like you're gonna have to it's like placing your tablet on your center console. Also has automatic climate control, and you can find a USB port right here for that smartphone integration. Well, that's about it when it comes to basic amenities. You've got automatic windows, sure, you've got that, but it's a simple car. What more can you expect? And if you're familiar with how the Mirage works already and how the Mirage looks, you won't find any surprises here apart from those particular things that I discussed already. When it comes to safety features, the Mitsubishi Mirage does have your basic safety features like your dual airbags. You got your ABS or anti-lock brakes with electronic brake force distribution. You got your seat belts and of course your ISOFIX anchors at the back. Make sure that you put your kids in booster seats and fix them in those ISOFIX anchors so that you make sure that your kids are safe. That's the law, guys. Oh, by the way, this thing also has backup cameras. And it's a pretty clear one. It's pretty high def, if you gotta ask me. A lot of cars, especially cars that are more expensive than these, skimp down on the resolution when it comes to backup cameras. But hey, the Mitsubishi Mirage G4, the 2021 Mitsubishi Mirage G4 has that. And even if it's a small car, even if you don't have that, it's just nice to have in a car backup cameras. You don't have to install one. It's right there, built in, and that provides this car with great value. So there you have it, folks, the 2021 Mirage G4. Does it still have what it takes to be the top dog in the subcompact sedan segment, especially with that all-new dynamic shield design? Drop us a comment in the comment section down below and head on over to Zigwheels.Ph to find the best deals. So there you have it, folks, another one in the books. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave us a like and make sure that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon so that you're alerted whenever we upload a new video. This is Roy Robles from Zigwheels.Ph, and I'll see you guys next time.